Garage Roundtable.
Cheers. Not?
Awesome.
Sorry.
Thank you all. So yeah. So what are we talking about? I
So
think
we're live?
yeah, we're live. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are
One,
recording.
two, three.
We are live. So we've been on a little bit of a break, a little hiatus from podcasting, right? In this garage, the old endurance garage. But now we're back, and there's some stories behind where we've been, particularly you. But we're also here in Houston, Texas, for the Ironman Texas, which is a huge race, about 45 minutes north of where we are right now, and it brings us together here. And I know a lot of times triathlon, we talk about PRs and Kona and splits and power meters and bikes, and that's kind of where our minds go. But as we sit here today, I think the most important thing is what the sport is. Once you're in it, when you're inside, it's the people. You know, it's the people that you meet, and this group of people, I think, exemplifies that. Of this sport brought us all to this table today. Besides Andrea's food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will get together anytime.
Yeah.
Like that.
That might have separated it all. But from the outside looking in, triathlon is about times and whatnot. But really, if you are on the inside and you realize it's more than that. And that's kind of what brings us here to this table today, right? We have some stories to tell and some information there. So I think the best thing to do is just start off, maybe introduce ourselves, right? And kind of a quick who we are, where we're from, what we're doing, and then we can
With
go
the guests
from there.
first.
Yeah, and then we'll take our guests. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sebastian from Uruguay, and I met Fernando 9 years ago, and then Tony go to Punta del Este,
Yeah.
and it's un presentador excelente en Punta del Este. It's very nice, it's muy gracioso en toda su presentación. En su charla técnica, nos hace reír mucho en su charla técnica.
Gracias. Yeah.
La verdad que es un espectáculo.
Awesome.
Good. And
Good.
well, I'm Armando Armellini. I live here in Houston, originally from Venezuela, Italian parents, and I've done Ironman Texas 4 times, and not racing this year. But I'm really excited about this year's race because the caliber of athletes showing up is really, as somebody who loves the sport, this is a really great opportunity to be here. And in the company of good friends as well. So when I had when I got an invitation to be at the table today, I thought I can't not miss that opportunity. So yeah. All right, then we have Tony.
Well, I'm Tony Lugo, from Puerto Rico. Gracias, Sebastian, por el comentario. And I've been working with Ironman since 2011 as an announcer. And been racing Ironman since 1999. Started back in
I wasn't
PCB.
even born.
You were barely born. Entonces, I did my first Ironman in 1999. Then I got hooked with the bug of Ironman, and I wanted to do them all. There was only 17 of them. And by 2005, I already had 10. And then I took a hiatus, and I started working as an announcer back in 2011 for Ironman races in Puerto Rico. That was my first Ironman branded race. I've been doing announcing since like early 2000s for cycling races, triathlons, running marathons. But yeah, I've been coming to Texas since 2018, which was my first fall as an announcer. This is my very first event as a full Ironman announcer, and I'm very grateful to be here and be back. And we're gonna have an amazing race. It's gonna be awesome. I've got my friend Fernando, who's crazier than a freaking nut house. So we'll see what's gonna come out of this one. I guess last year we got an idea. We ended up doing like 470.3s in 4 weeks in a row. That was actually this past March and April. So yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Thank you.
All right. So, and I'm your host, Fernando, and I live in Houston, and I've been doing races for 15 years. Actually, Ironman Texas was my first Ironman, and I'm gonna do it for 15th time. Actually, when COVID hit, the race was canceled, and I did it right here in my garage. I simulated the whole thing, so Ironman Texas is very dear to my heart. And I've done a lot of races. I'm so, Andrea would say, so blessed because the caliber of the company here is impressive.
Amazing.
All of you are very humble, I know, and I know you said a lot of things about me, good things, of course. But I love you guys. So all you do, from my friend Walt here, who lives 2 houses away, but he is an amazing coach and an amazing person. And I don't know if this guy gets mad at all. He's always happy for some reason. And then of course Sebastian, who's in my house for the next few days, and we met in right there in Ironman South Africa, right there, the red one. We met 9 years ago. Armando is my dear friend. He has been in my latest extras and Ultramans, and he's very humble. He has done a lot of stuff, including Epic 5. And Tony, man, I tell you, when you accepted my invite to my house, I felt very humble because you.
My pleasure, man.
And I tell you what, no BS. I ask all my friends all the time, including these guys, what you think of Tony. I say, oh my gosh, what a great announcer person, happy all the time. You made my day in the last few races. I'm not kidding. I'm being very honest with you. Having you here is man,
It's my honor to be here.
it's my honor actually. So I take that first. So anyway, with that said,
I have one quick story
Yeah,
about Tony. Last year at Galveston, we didn't know each other, but somebody took a picture just when I was starting, and you are talking to me, and it looks like we were just having a
good time.
deep conversation between friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's something you really bring to the
Thank
event.
you.
Like you make people feel very comfortable, very welcoming, and
That's the purpose. I mean, me as an announcer, I mean, at first I was an athlete, so I know what it feels like to be there, especially to be out in the back.
We go all the
I party on the back. I party on the back. I'm not that fast, but knowing that, it is like como tú dices que it is about my job is to inform and just to make sure that you guys have a good time and that you're motivated. And sometimes I have people that are very nervous, especially at the start. And I just try to like relax them and make them at ease and just let them know, hey, no, this is just swim, bike, run. There's no rocket science. It's just swim, bike, run. Adult distances, but it's just swim, bike, run. That's all there is to it. You've been doing this since you were a kid. It's just the distance is just a little different. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that, and that's what I want to do. I mean, that's my take on me as an announcer, is just to make sure that you're informed, and that when you get to that finish line, especially for the falls, is that it is memorable.
yes,
That you remember for the rest of your life. Because I could say you're an Ironman for 1,000 times a night, but for that person, it's the very first time they're gonna hear it.
So emotional.
So it is very emotional. So for me, that's very, very important. And every time you finish, even if you've done it 100 times, it's like me finishing with you. And it's really amazing. I mean, the finish line for me is just like, it is my happy place.
and that human touch is
It is my happy place.
what makes us
yeah.
do this again.
Yeah,
One thing that really got me like a super hook And this is the very first year. The first Ironman was Ironman Texas 2012, and I finished probably 13 hours. So I finished across the finish line. A nice lady put the medal on me, and then I'm walking away, and the lady grabbed me by the arm. Don't you want a picture?
Right.
And there I have a picture with Chrissy Wellington.
With Chris.
No, no way.
Like I was walking away like the most, and she just went, "Come on, just don't you want a picture?" Just and
She was so nice.
Yes.
She was
Yeah.
such a great
Amazing.
champion.
that's the quality of moments that just make like I thought this is the greatest sport in the world.
Yeah.
It's funny, when you do the full Ironman, it seems so. It is massive. It's a massive day, right? But as you know, when you're on the bike, you forget about the swim, and then you're on the run, you forget about the bike, and then when you hit that finish line and you hear your name and the lights and you forget about all of it,
Everything.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just that moment is so amazing, and you go through so many ups and downs, and I think that's why that moment is so. It's like ingrained in us, like especially like you say the first Ironman, but everyone, and you've done a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I've seen Fernando come across the line, and I've come across the line on second and third. You do get emotional. There's something magical about it, and your piece is so important to that.
That's and this year I think we're gonna have a very amazing finish line in Texas. Usually we are what we call we are chained to the microphone,
right,
because we have a wired microphone, so we can't move around. This year I think it's gonna be different. I think we're gonna be unchained, so I could be at the magic carpet from whenever I want at 9 o'clock. Because usually what we do, we go to the magic carpet maybe at 11:30 until 12:30 if it's an hour
To win the last one.
for the last
Yeah.
ones. But what we want to do, we want to make it real for everyone. I mean, sometimes we get a rush hour, so it is kind of complicated. So we're gonna might have two people at the same time on the carpet, so everybody gets a call. But at the same time, it's gotta be personalized.
Sure.
So we're looking for that this year. So you're gonna see us, all the announcers. We're gonna be out on the carpet, out on the chute. Welcoming everybody, looking at the eyes,
Right.
and just getting that finish
Taking
line.
us home.
Oh yeah.
So let's behind the scenes, how do you know? So I'm coming up around, I'm 0.1 away from the finish. How do you know, hey, here I come and here's Walt Yarrow, you are
So what we
Ironman?
use, we have two readers. We have one at the finish line, and we have one 50 meters from the finish line. That's my announcer reader. And I have my phone, and I have on the same Ironman Tracker app. We have a tool that I can access that reader. I can access any reader, any box on the course, and that way I know who's coming,
Okay.
and it will pop up the name on my cell phone or the iPad. Before you come in, I know who you are, where you from, how old you are.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
We used to have a computer on the tent that you can plug in the name, the number, and you can see the story. Sometimes remember when you do the registration, you do some kind of story.
Yeah.
That will pop up.
Nice.
But now we don't have that anymore. So we're gonna be out the chute and just welcoming everybody.
And get in the moment.
And we get that's my favorite place.
Oh yeah.
Tom,
I'm telling you,
you
it's my favorite place.
during dinner we were talking about your favorite races. Which one is it?
Fulls or halves? Oh, it was 70.2. I shouldn't say half.
Full, half. That's enough.
I would say my favorite race on the full was Austria, Klagenfurt.
Nice.
It was my best time.
Yeah.
When did you race there?
I was 2003.
Oh, that's as a racer and as an
As
announcer.
an announcer,
I mean,
man, as an
you were
announcer,
saying
I
that
like.
was
Okay,
special.
I gotta say, I mean, I love Puerto Rico. It's my hometown.
Of course.
But I like Punta del Este a lot. I've been going there for 10 years. Panama is I mean, before Panama was done with BN Sports before
Yeah.
in 2012, and then a new organizer started 5 years ago. But altogether, Panama is a good race.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is my top because it's my home. And besides that, and on the falls, I would say I like Chat. Chat movie is a nice fun race.
I've never been.
That's one Fernando hasn't done. That's a guy. Wow.
So check it out.
Let's-
So I got an idea for you.
Hey, put it on the calendar.
I got an
When is
idea
it?
for you. We're doing back to backs.
When
We're doing
is
back
it?
to backs.
See,
We're
this
doing
happens
back-to-backs.
organically. It's
One
this
more
is also-
thing.
September.
Okay, I can
In
squeeze.
September you can do Maryland with me, and
I
then
in Maryland.
next week we do Chattanooga. We do a back to back.
back to back.
Okay, let me put it on. Well, I'm gonna go to Nice in September. So,
You're going to Nice in September
yeah,
for the 70.3.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah, that's walking far.
That's a training. That's a training. Right?
What's the dream for you
The dream. What's my dream? What's my
as an announcer
as an announcer?
or as as a
I will say
fireman?
it's a mixed dream. Let's say that everybody wants to win the Powerball, right?
Yeah.
So here's my Powerball. My Powerball will be to be able to go to Kona as an announcer, everything as a working employee. So I get paid for the ticket, for the hotel, blah blah blah. Get paid for my announcing fees, and so they can give me one day off, Saturday,
Right.
circuit race.
Yeah.
That would be
Boom.
that would be my Powerball
Yeah.
pricing.
Yeah.
I tell you what if I announce when you race?
Oh, there'll be plenty of announcers there. I'm sure, but I mean that if you ask me what would be my dream come true,
Yeah.
would be go to Kona as an announcer and have Saturday off so I
To
can
do
go
your
race. Because I've been trying to get to Kona since 1999.
No.
Yes.
I already have the legacy, the 13,
Uh-huh.
the 14 Ironmans, whatever. I was supposed to be there in 24. Couldn't do it because
Yeah.
of financial.
Yeah.
And then 26, I could have gone this year. But again,
Yeah.
it's just expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
crazy.
And it's getting more expensive
Every by the
year.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the minute.
Yeah.
So that would be my Powerball.
Yeah.
To go as an announcer and be able to race
To do them both.
on the same weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony-
True triathlon.
I gotta talk to Diana Birch. Actually, she's in Texas.
Uh,
She handles world championships.
Y
Yeah.
Tony, cuéntanos, ¿qué es lo que más, cuéntame, qué es lo que te ha más emocionado de algún atleta llegando?
Fíjate,
Qué pregunta.
¿Cuál es la emoción
Lo más-
que te has sentido,
I think
que
those-
se te
those
eriza la piel
feelings-
de alguien llegando?
fíjate, yo he tenido varias llegadas bien significativas de personas, ¿verdad? Que no conozco.
Obvio.
Tuvo un muchacho, se llamaba Bernie, a guy named Bernie in Chattanooga. This is right after COVID. This guy, he took him like 16 and a half hours. I was out there by myself, and he was out there coming by himself. Y cuando él entró, when he came into the finish line, I'm out there on the chute. So I'm calling him in, come on down, Bernie, you're an Ironman.
Yeah.
And I gave him a hug on the chute. And he wrote me, and he said, you're the first person I have human contact for over a year because of COVID.
Oh.
So I was the first person he hugged after like a year and a half because of COVID. And I'm like, holy cow, that's the kind of impact that moment was for him.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, and stories like that. I mean, I had ladies that been trying to finish an Ironman 3 years in a row, 5 years in a row, and they finally get to the finish line. They see me and they hug me, and it's like, finally I made it. It's that's just really
Oh,
emotional.
I will
So-
hug you as well next time.
I hug you every day. I hug you right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, but one of the things that I like the most, de lo más que me gusta, is the swim start.
Okay.
And I get right in the middle,
Mm.
and I see their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, like,
Freaking out.
los veteranos,
Yeah.
they're all business, and you have the first timers.
Yeah.
You see the
Watery eyes.
No, it's daunting. Yeah.
It's just- and they're usually like this, and I'm like, are you praying now? That's it's a little late.
Yeah.
She'd done that 6 weeks ago. So yeah, that's one of the most emotional parts. And yeah, the swim start, to see their faces, their eyes, their emotions. They're like, am I ready for this?
Yeah.
And did I did enough? That's the question. That's always the question. Yo hice lo suficiente. I don't know if I did enough training.
that's
That's
one
how
of the
it's
things
just a
that-
doubt.
Yeah.
It's everybody. Yeah.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, you never do an Ironman for practice.
No.
You train for running, you do the swimming, you do the bike, but you don't put it together on the one day,
Yeah,
That's right.
just until race day.
Mm.
And you're gonna see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna get into that dark spot because it will happen.
Yes.
A ver, en un momento dado vas a llegar a ese punto que tú estás en la oscuridad.
Yeah.
And you know who's gonna save you? That volunteer
Yeah.
out of the course. There's always gonna be one volunteer
Yeah.
that's gonna save your ass.
You'll never forget them. Yeah.
And you never forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
That's good.
You know. So that's why I always say without volunteers, this is just a great idea.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it. We
Yeah.
couldn't do it without
No,
volunteers.
they're the backbone.
You know.
How do you? Your energy is contagious. Just even here in dinner, you can see why you're so passionate. You bring it out. So they're doing the full, but you're literally you're out there all day. I mean, that's the effort and the energy, and to be there at midnight and the ability to bring that energy and bring that emotion. That's a whole, because you'll be there at the swim stall.
Yes.
You'll get there, what, 5:30?
I'll start at 4:45. I'll be in transition. I'll open up transition.
Working, talking.
Welcome everybody in.
Doing your thing.
Try to relax them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, wristbands and a smile. That's what I told them, you know. Show me your wristband and a smile.
Yeah.
You know, so we can, because remember one thing, when you smile, the endorphins kick in.
Yeah.
And it relaxes you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and I do that at the swim site. It's like, smile,
Yeah.
smile to me, smile. You know, and it's like, oh, okay. So I started 4:45. So I start 4:45 transition. Then I move over to swim exit. I don't go to swim start.
Gotcha.
I'll go to swim exit, wait for the canyon, blah, blah, blah. I get everybody out of the water from swim exit. Then I move over to transition to bike in for the pros.
Yeah.
So I take a little break right there.
Okay.
And then I'll go over to finish line starting like at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Wow.
And then we take turns. You know, then we do like 1 hour turns, and then I do the closing at
And you get to midnight.
I'm the closer.
That's the one.
That's
The closer.
The
That's
closer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love closing finish
big
lines.
That's a good role.
And I've watched Texas. I've done Texas a few times, but I've also watched it a few times. The biggest crowd is at midnight,
Yes.
by far, and the most because all the athletes that have finished come and see it, and it's the loudest cheers are at midnight. You know, that's a special time.
We get, I mean, when you get the last person coming in,
Yeah.
I try to get like all the volunteers that I have left the finish line, because we have finish line volunteers, to get out the chute, get them on both sides, and get them in, and make it memorable. I mean, just welcome that person like if it was the winner,
Yes.
you know, 8 hours ago.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is. I mean, everybody's finish is so important to me.
Yeah.
Don't matter what's the time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you get to that finish line,
Yeah.
you just get to it.
Nice. I love the stories we were talking recently about some of them. You made me. I feel like I'm there already.
You're ready to go, aren't you? And this is a guy who's done 100 of these things, and he's he can't wait to get there, like just chomping in the bed. Yeah.
See, but that's the thing. That's what you need.
Yeah.
And it was. This is not like a one shot deal.
Yeah.
You know, one hit wonders. A lot of the one hit wonders. They do one arm and I got to, and especially now, social media.
Yes.
You know, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one and
Check them out.
and check.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a lifestyle. It's not a sport. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you do everything based on Ironman.
Yeah.
And your races and your training and your rest and everything else is basically what you do. Because you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not competing the next season, you will wake up in the morning, you go for a bike ride, you go for a run, you go for a swim because you can.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the lifestyle.
So let's talk about that. Actually, that's a good segue to one of the guys that is doing the race.
First time
Sebastian.
Texas, right? First time Texas.
Yeah.
First time.
That's a long trip.
It's a long trip, but it's not your first Ironman. You said you've done 15.
Yeah.
15, including Kona.
Including 2 times.
2 times at Kona.
Yeah.
So what brought you
He
besides?
looks like somebody we know, right?
Well, I think Patrick Langley looks like him.
So he's a 3-time world champion.
2-time Texas champion.
3-time Texas champion.
Let's send him a note and see what he thinks.
Yeah. But besides Fernando, what brought you here to Texas to do the Ironman Texas?
I think because it's very important. It's a world championship,
Yes.
and I know Fernando
Yeah.
live here, and he invited me,
Nice.
and I like to run this one.
Check out new venues, new races.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's very good organizer.
Yes.
Yeah.
in
He's
Texas.
very good, by the way.
I know he's good. He's
gonna
a
be-
two-time Kona guy.
No pressure, but he's gonna be lower 10th.
Yeah. Is that one of your goals? Yeah. Everything has to go right to get a Kona spot. We all know that. It's super
Yeah.
competitive. Is that something in your
In my
dreams for Texas?
Qualifying for Kona.
qualify for Kona is
yeah.
a very
Yeah.
What's your age group?
54, 59.
44.
49.
Oh, 44, 40, 45, 49.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you have a chance.
Yeah, of course.
Under 10 hours?
And he's Uruguayan. You know Uruguayans. They're tough, I'm telling you. Yeah, he's one of
Who
them.
said that? Where is the evidence?
Yeah.
Well, it's...
Where's the evidence? Show me the papers, baby.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, a question for you is, we talk about this, by the way, and just to, as a connection with the previous conversation. So we talk about Tony again and say, what do you think of oh, he's amazing in Punta del Este. So you live in Punta del Este,
Yeah.
and that's one of the Tony's races as well, and we saw him together there. Right?
Yeah.
And anything special about Punta del Este that you want to say?
Él dijo lo de que él está en el Swimming Star y me hizo acuerdo de este año. Ahí él
Yeah.
diciendo, apoyándonos a todos,
Yeah, yeah.
estando ahí, dándonos
Expresar.
aliento.
Yeah, muy bueno.
No solamente a los pro que estaban, sino a los amateurs.
Yeah.
Sí.
So yeah, you have to do Punta del Este as well.
Let's go. It sounds like a trip.
It's
And Chattanooga. Maybe we'll make that travel.
That would be nice. Well,
maybe out of
Maybe
this,
Chattanooga, you got to come back.
Yeah.
you got to do Maryland and Chad back to back.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about
That's an easy one.
Convince Andrea. And another athlete is this guy right here. So he has done Epic 5, he has done Ultraman, he has done a lot of races, and I know which one he's facing this year. So why don't you tell us about that? I know
Break
it's
the
not-
news. Yeah.
But maybe that's a-
Well, it's an iron distance.
it's an iron distance.
Yes, with a little bit more on the bike. Yeah, my main race this year is an X-Tri. I'm doing Icon in Italy. And I went last year. I started, and it was a really hard race.
Yeah.
So there was a cut-off time point halfway through at the top of the biggest climb,
Stelvio.
the Stelvio.
Stelvio.
Yes, and as I was pushing to make and I would have probably made it with a minute in normal conditions, but it started to snow heavily halfway through the going up, and it was just like like just riding in sand, like it just the bike wouldn't move. So that's unfinished business. So I made this year. That's my main race.
Se tiene la pinita.
Yes, sí.
Wow.
Hay que sacársela.
When is it? What month?
September 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
On a Friday.
What makes it?
Interesting,
What
yeah.
do you think makes it the most challenging race we ever heard?
Yes, for me definitely the hardest I have been like altitude a little bit. Base is at 6,000 feet. The swim is around 50 degrees.
Yeah.
The climb is I don't know, probably like 16,000 feet overall. And the run, the last 5Ks are going up ski slope.
Yeah.
And the very, very final 30 feet, you have to grab a rope to
get up?
To get up because it's, I don't know,
Crazy.
like a 30%
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, it's,
And you pay for that?
Yeah.
And yes,
He's going back.
so
Yes,
Armando, you have two athletes coming to Texas.
Yes.
He coaches as well. And so
Yes.
what was your advice for these guys? Are these guys?
yeah, I have to, like usually I coach like a 40 plus, people with busy lives, and but this year I have a young guy who was introduced to me through my kids. Is an exceptional athlete, like an exceptional human being, and a very good athlete, and I'm really excited for him. It's going to be his first. He did Waco, and it's his first full distance, and he's really excited. He's halfway through training. He threw me a question. He's like, "Do you think I could qualify for Kona?" And I say, well, "I love the challenge. Like I love the ambition. He was not just throwing things. He really was." Aiming at it.
You should have said Fernando did, so I guess you can.
Yeah, so I think he's, with a little bit of luck, he probably will be getting one of those slots.
Awesome. It's amazing when they ask you something like
yes,
that.
it is, yeah. I was surprised, but...
It's great to have the younger generation getting into the sport too.
Yes.
Right, because I know I'm in the 55 to 59, and there's a ton of us. There's a ton in everybody else's age group, but it's nice to get the younger group. And I think even I was in with Fernando in Galveston. There was a lot of younger. You were there as well.
Yes.
A lot. It had a younger feel than
yes,
previous. So I think the sport, and you might know better, Tony, but I think the sport is changing.
Speaking of that, you coach young kids in schools.
University.
So tell us a bit more. Do they? By the way, a couple of them were in Galveston cheering up for me. I was like, who are these guys? Oh, these are your kids. Kids. They're almost adults.
I call my athletes. College athletes.
And what they dreaming of these things?
Yeah, they're intrigued by it. It's they're college runners, right? So they run 60, 70, 80 miles a week. They run sub 15 5Ks. They, super talented runners.
Right.
But they'll get on a bike and they'll ride up and down the bayou at 14 miles an hour, and they think it's the greatest thing in the world. But then they came out and they watched Galveston, and they got the itch. They were like, "What do I need to do?" It's on the bucket list, and it's so intriguing. The run obviously is not a big deal to them, but the swim is, that somebody to go on an open water swim in the Bay of Galveston is pretty, pretty daunting.
Tell them that they made me feel old because they call me Mr. Fernando.
Yeah, Mr. Fernando. Well, you are old, but we're all old. But they're 18 to 22 university students. But
you could tell that they have that potential passion for this because they were.
I tell you, something that really surprised me with the young people that I have interacted is how mature they are.
Yes.
Like they really approach the sport with maturity that I have not seen in other sports. Like I've seen some kids going into swimming or soccer, and it's just different. Maybe they know the commitment has to be different.
Yes.
The thing, like you mentioned, Ironman, we have the 18-24 age group.
Yes.
That's our youngest.
Yes.
And we've seen an increase on that age group per se, 18-24, 25-29. I think that a lot of the kids are just letting go of those video games a little more. Because that's one of the problems right now. Social media, video games, all the electronics. And when you have kids going out to ride a bike, to go running, to go swimming, it's just great.
It's great.
And one of the initiatives that we have is Iron Kids. The Iron Kids race that we do in Waco and different, like Texas, we had the Iron Kids last weekend.
Yeah, we have one of my athletes that took his.
We had over 500 kids here.
Yeah.
Really?
So it is something that is been moving along very nicely.
Yes.
So I think the younger generations are learning that, hey, let go of the electronics. Let's go out there, let's go play. And coaches like you that bring them out there and you get the best of them. That's what we need. We need more people like you. To spend the time with the kids.
Bring them into the sport.
And bring them in.
They were definitely inspired and wanted the challenge.
There are to the finish line. Bring some kids to the finish line.
I should bring some to the finish line. That's a good idea. I should do that.
To watch me.
They love Mr. Fernando.
Don Fernando.
Uncle Tio Fernando.
Grandpa Fernando.
They had to wait a little bit.
No, that's good. Yeah, the Iron Kids, I know there's a pro, I can't think of who it is, but I think it was Ben Canute. I think he started he did the Iron Kids as,
Oh, really?
And now he's a professional. I think he went to the Olympics and stuff like that. Yeah, it's,
And you have some amazing kids in
Yeah.
those races.
Amazing.
Like I was mentioning to you,
Yeah.
I mean, you got, 14, 15-year-olds doing like 15 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just impressive.
Yeah, it's
And you see that out there, and it's like, holy cow, I mean, did
Yeah.
you cut the course?
I know, yeah. How did they do that?
No,
Sign that kid up. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny, and then you go on the other side of the spectrum, and we talked a little bit earlier, but 75 to 79, an 80 or 85-year-old woman did Kona.
Kona.
Yeah, like, so the people are doing this for a lifestyle all the way. Like, there's no, the limit of, when my dad was 60, that was kind of
End of
it.
sit
right?
on the couch and
we're not going to do it.
yeah.
I can't do anything. I'm
Yeah.
60. Now at 75, you're doing an Ironman. Like, that's incredible,
It's
right?
incredible.
It's incredible, and that kind of opens up a whole new world and a whole new perspective for us, right? I have 20 more years to do this. Like, that's incredible.
Easy, yes.
Yeah, easy, right? And then these kids see, they're like, Fernando's running this, ran super fast at the race, and they're like, he's 50-something years old. They,
He's an old man.
yeah.
He's an old man.
was
Look at
being
him
nice.
go. And look at him go.
Yeah.
He can still walk straight.
Still go, yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
You're a hell of an athlete, though.
But it's an amazing sport, amazing perspective. Yeah.
So Fernando, question for you. This is your, 13th, 14th edition.
Yeah.
How does it feel from the first one?
That I'm old.
Okay, on one hand, but you're still showing up with the same.
Yeah.
You have not missed an Ironman Texas, right? So
Right.
from the first one
That's right.
till this one, we think there's 4 individuals
Mhm.
left. One woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy Goodnight?
Yeah, who's a race
She's a
director.
race director for Waco and Little Elm in Texas.
Yeah, and I think she's gonna do Galveston now. too.
She'll be the race
Just
director in
taking over.
Galveston. Yeah.
which is great. And I believe there's Fernando, and then I believe there's 2 others. So, does that motivate you out there? Is that,
Yeah, of course. I'm waiting for
It's a good
in the last
Yeah.
one, I guess. I feel it's amazing because it's when I started Ironman Texas, and I told you the story of when I started, which is a bit long for this now, but I got engaged in my first Ironman Texas.
Oh, we heard.
Yeah.
15 years ago, it didn't go as expected. Well, I got married.
Do you remember which parking lot was this?
Yeah, so that was quite. And I feel the good thing, to be honest with you, is a lifestyle for me. You guys know, doing this. I'm not training. I'm running and biking and not swimming. For me, it's like brushing my teeth. So and then doing these races brings me back 15 years ago, and I still feel the same. I feel the same scared which
At the
is
beginning.
impressive. I can't
Crazy,
believe.
right? Yeah.
I still scared, like nervous. Like it was
Yeah.
the first time. Maybe that's just me, but that's my feeling. And then I feel almost the same emotions as when I started. In all possible ways, like from the beginning to the end. Yes, I progress. I might run faster or whatever, but I feel the same. Has the same feelings.
Yeah, and I think that's good. Something I have heard from other athletes that are long life athletes is they feel the moment they lose that, they know it's time to retire. Like you see the soccer players or that, day
Right.
after day, and
Yeah.
they still get that anxiety
Yeah.
stepping into the.
No, I'm not ready to retire. Anytime
Yeah,
soon.
that's
See, that's one of the things that I tell the athletes, like when I do the briefings. It's like it is okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
It is okay to be anxious.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's energy as
Because
well.
the
Yeah.
thing is, that means that you care of the outcome of what's going to happen.
That's
important to you.
exactly
I
right.
mean, and yes, there is doubts, but did I did enough? Did I do enough training? Did I did enough swimming, which you didn't. But then again, so that's the thing. I mean, when you get to that point, and you still have the butterflies, that's what it is all about.
That's
You
right.
know,
It's like marriage, right?
I agree.
When no, seriously. I mean, when you still feel it, I don't want you to get in trouble. But, if you still feel it, it's because you're still in love. And I'm still in love with the Ironman and the notion of Ironman and racing and
Yeah,
I do. Even
the thing of accomplishing the goal of the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what the main thing
That's
is.
right.
Yes.
And I mean, sometimes it takes a little longer. Sometimes it doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it takes it takes training
And commitment.
and commitment and dedication, and you have to be
Passion and
Yeah, it's just showing up.
It's
There,
showing
there's
up.
you
so,
gotta show up.
there are so many days that you just don't feel. You know, like wow, this is better to stay
Yes.
to do something else, but you still have to show up. And at the end of the day, I'm sure you feel really glad
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
you
Oh
decided
yeah,
to show up.
It's the
it's
best.
massive. And you know, the other thing that's funny, our lives have become so easy, right? Like our lives are like DoorDash, everything's on the phone. You work at home. Our life has become so easy,
Yeah.
and yet we're driven and pulled to do something so difficult, right? Like who wants to swim 2.4 miles, right? But we want
As
to
a
do
warm-up,
that.
as a warm-up.
warm-up, yeah, and sit on an aero bike for 100 miles. Like we have this
Yes.
pull to do it, and I think it all comes back to that finish line. You know, that it's like we do all that, and it just funnels right in, and we see Tony, and we finish, and it's and then we want to sign up for another one.
Yeah. It's funny when I see Tony at the end of the line.
The thing is, that finish line is just, you're there for less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you hit the carpet,
10
and
seconds.
some people don't enjoy it.
Oh.
They just, they hit the carpet and they just want to go straight through the finish line and just finish real fast.
I
It's like,
slow down. I go
Yeah.
right, I go left. And
take time.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 12 hours for this thing.
Exactly.
You
Like
know?
5 seconds faster. This is gonna make a difference.
I've been,
Paid $1,000 for this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been thinking of that, and that's one of the main challenges I have because of maybe the amount of races I do. But I sometimes I wonder if I enjoy when I finish. So and I need to force myself to keep enjoying it. And
I tell you what, for Sebastian, for example, if I see him and I see him coming in at 9:59,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell him to freaking run the hell out of it.
Go.
10 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And break, and yes, you're allowed to do that. But if you're coming in at 14 hours,
Yes.
And now 37 minutes.
and
Yeah.
now you're gonna freaking rush the finish line and get ahead of that person? No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
This
Or
is what
pushing
this
the
is what I
pushing.
no, this is what I tell the athletes. When you get to that finish line, you're gonna open up the arms and you're not gonna let anybody get through.
Yeah.
Well, you see,
And that's your moment.
you see me.
But if you're breaking 10 hours, you gotta go.
You
You know
got
what I'm saying? It's a when you're competitive,
No, I
it's
agree.
different
Yeah.
from when you're just a finisher.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
I agree. I enjoy that the finish line. Nico, Andrea, I always kiss Andrea. I do that part. It's maybe the after, right? So the challenge I think many athletes, including professionals, is like, okay, now what? So I
Yeah.
finish. Now what? And that becomes a challenge when you do many races.
Yeah.
When, anyway, I don't have the solution to that.
Eso
I think we know.
quizá, creo que pasa en el primero. En el primero, cuando terminas el primero, te viene como un bajón
Yeah.
de ¿y ahora qué?
Yeah, okay.
¿Y ahora qué? Y al mes ya te estás inscribiendo en la próxima.
Yeah.
Sí, sí.
Al mes ya te estás inscribiendo en la
O a los
próxima.
2 días, yeah.
Pero algo
After you finish
que
the first one, you always feel like, now what?
a mí
You have to do this.
personalmente
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
me pegó mucho fue en la pandemia. Yo venía compitiendo todos los años y las competencias es como un objetivo. Yo quiero terminar ese objetivo, o sea, estoy inscrito y quiero trabajar para ese objetivo. Y en la pandemia todo eso se cortó
Yeah.
de en seco.
No, tal cual.
Y ahí se pierde la motivación.
Yeah.
Y entonces, ¿qué es lo que te motiva a seguir entrenando en pandemia?
Yeah.
Y en Uruguay, por suerte, podíamos entrenar afuera y todo, pero la motivación de no tener un objetivo fue
Yeah.
muy, muy duro
Y
para...
la incertidumbre de hasta cuándo.
También.
Porque tú no sabías hasta cuándo iba a ser.
¿Hasta cuándo?
The pandemic.
Sí.
Uncertain.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to
Yeah.
us and a lot of athletes
Yeah.
to
100%.
Yeah, here
Not
was
have
hard
a-
as well.
a-
Yeah.
a project or some
Goal.
goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then that takes away from you. And
Yeah.
when I
Who
say
you are.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
don't know for
Yeah.
how long.
Yeah.
That was the
That's
worst.
the thing.
Yeah.
I know how long.
If we
Every
had
week
known now, I would have trained more that time because
But you know, I mean,
he was going crazy.
yeah.
This guy, 100-mile runs,
That's
treadmill.
when I started doing
I
the
was like,
100 miles. I took it to the other extreme.
yes,
I
he had too
knew-
much time.
I wanted to be prepared for. I felt like I was going to war, and I wanted to. In one hand, I wanted to be prepared for anything that could come at me. And so, actually, at that time, I lost my job and GE, and yeah, I went all with all my force, with all my will to not only get a job, but to go even further and harder
Yeah.
before I end up running 100
Yeah, I
miles
remember.
solo from
In the
here.
car. Yeah.
Andrea gave me some shit. And then I did the Ironman
Yeah, on the treadmill.
right here.
and they
ran-
transport you though.
but and then
Yeah.
I did Portugal.
Don't tell me you did the swimming in your pool.
Oh yeah.
He
In
did.
that pool?
Yeah.
Oh, con el
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I basically
With the engine, the jet.
woke up.
Yeah.
with the jets.
I simulated the race as best as I could. I went to my pool, which has jets, and I swim for an hour and 15 minutes. I calculated the distance as much as I could. Then I did Swift. I simulated 112 miles. I think it took me like 5.5 hours, similar to the race. And then I ran in this treadmill for 4 hours. And I raised some money for Casa, what is it called here? Casa Don Julio, man. That helped immigrants, and yeah, it was the best that ever happened in my life.
Nice.
So I took the advantage of the negative impact of COVID. So I'm not happy that that happened, but I took the best I could from that. The Ironman Texas home edition.
Home edition. Nice.
But you definitely have the right environment because
Yes.
not
Of
everybody
course,
has a studio that you
No,
could.
of course.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky.
Yeah, but the good thing, you made the most of that.
No,
Yeah.
this is the cave of the man cave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is the blueprint, right?
This is the
Yeah.
blueprint.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what you want to see.
Ready
Yeah, so
for Texas.
yo, ready for Texas? Yeah, for sure. I'm always ready. I don't think much of the races. So.
Well, some parting thoughts.
Yeah.
Like what are you guys expecting
Yeah.
on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
including you,
Yeah,
Tony? You.
so start with you, Tony.
I'm you know what? I just wanna I wanna have good weather. I don't want any thunderstorms in the morning for the swim. I want low winds so we can see some record-breaking performances out there, and it's gonna be a heck of a race with the pros. It's gonna be even better for the age groupers,
Amen.
and all I want is for people to have a memorable finish line. If I'm on a microphone, I hope they can remember that moment for the rest of their lives, and yeah, that's it.
Love that.
And
Love that.
Amen.
What about the racers?
Yeah.
Well, for me, this is a. I started a project thanks to Tony. I think I started a project that I call it 3Ps first because it was your idea.
Here we go. Yeah. What do we
this
have?
is the first P.
And Panama.
Punta del Este.
Okay.
Then we have
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, and then was Panama.
So back to back, and then
And then we threw one in.
I
just
realized that Candice was right after. So then I did Galveston.
And then he did that one
And
just
then I realized
just
that
because.
Ironman Texas is 2 weeks after. So yeah, but I mean I wanted to do this not to show off or to prove anything really, but to go beyond one more time for me, for what my limits could be or not, and then to pass some of this knowledge that I gained to others. To be honest, I coach people, I mentor people, and I love to pass the message that everything is possible, like the Ironman slogan, but you can go beyond what you think you could do. And I've been working full time. I've been having everything, the normal life, doing these races. The races were not the hardest part actually. The logistics and the money side and the family side of the work and all that, and having you guys and has been the challenging. But yeah, I'm gonna do it the best of my abilities.
And you did negative splits on each on all. You
All
started
the races.
Yeah, you just
Lost it
kept
out.
negative split on all.
I qualify for every. Yeah. No, this may sound arrogant, but I qualify every time.
You did, but you didn't get
For
the
Nice,
number.
yes, I'm going to Nice for
Yeah,
sure. So I have all the bracelets.
You got one more to put on.
I want more to go, and then I will get rid of this because it's bothering me. So yeah. So
Good.
Seba,
Yeah, Sarah.
Bueno, es complicado hablar un poco de uno de la carrera. Es algo, correr un Ironman es siempre una duda. Siempre vas a tener las dudas de si entrenaste lo suficiente para. Y bueno, siempre tratar de dar lo mejor, siempre con cabeza, tratar de llegar sano y darle los últimos 10 kilómetros a morir, porque eso sí son con el corazón, con el alma. Eso, hay que tener mucha cabeza para terminar esos últimos 10 kilómetros que son mortales, mortales. Así que bueno, tratar de dar lo mejor de uno y, y lo principal es obviamente es llegar, disfrutar con amigos. La verdad que esto de venir a distintas competencias me ha dado un montón de gente que no conocía, de amigos que viven en otros países o en Uruguay mismo, y la verdad que me he hecho de muchas amistades, que eso también lo valoro muchísimo cada vez que viajo, conocer gente nueva de este deporte. Así que nada, eso, tratar de disfrutarlo.
Arcona.
Bueno.
Okay, so wrapping it up for you, both of you.
Yeah. For you, what are your expectations for
Well,
Saturday?
I have a different perspective now. If you asked me 2 weeks ago, I was worried about Christian Blumenfeld and Yella Gaines and Cat Matthews, but now I have a different perspective with you guys here in the finish line and watching Tony do his thing. I'll be there from the beginning to the end. We both will.
No, it's okay.
That's it. Yeah.
This
We
one's still
still
going.
have this one.
So my perspectives change. Having done it before, I understand the trials and tribulations and the epicness of it and the struggle that each and every athlete will have during it. It's inspiring to me. I would like every time I watch it, I wish I was racing. You know, it brings me back to it. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, the same feeling. But I'm super excited to cheer these two guys on and watch Tony do his thing. Especially at the midnight hour.
Oh, we're
I
gonna
can't
have fun.
wait.
You're gonna have fun.
I cannot wait. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll definitely stay until the end.
You got to.
Yeah.
You have to. You got to stay till
Yeah.
the end. We're gonna have a great show.
Yeah.
And you, Armando, any closing words?
Yeah. For me, very similar to what Walt said. Like, it's just as a spectator, I just love the sport, and this is gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Awesome.
You don't get to see that many people of that caliber fighting, but then it's not just about them.
Yeah.
As you said, it's everybody else,
Love it.
and having done the race and being on the backside of the race, I know how hard it gets when it's dark.
Cool.
And so I'm looking forward to a great Saturday.
Okay.
So you, Armando asked me, why don't we do this more often? We might actually continue doing this round table.
It's great.
We might
Yeah.
call it
thought
Fernando's
it's-
Garage Talk.
Yeah, just dinners with Fernando.
dinners with
or-
Fernando,
With some guests.
Yeah.
get some guests. So out there for you guys that are be watching this first video,
First edition.
First
first
edition.
edition,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Garage.
Good guest. First initial.
Let us know what you feel, what questions you have, and if you would like to do something like this in the future, we'd love to do that and get different topics, different kind of people from different backgrounds and coaches, athletes, whatever. So let's see where this take us.
I just want to say one thing, that I'm so grateful to our host.
Yes.
Gracias,
Yes.
¿verdad, papi?
Yeah.
De verdad,
That's my
por tu
wife.
amistad, for your friendship, for everything. Andrea, for giving us like tú sabes, like at home. O sea, we feel like at home. Y de verdad que gracias de corazón, papá. De verdad que te lo agradezco mucho. It's a pleasure to meet you guys.
Likewise.
De verdad que it's just an honor to be sitting here with you guys, and can't wait to call you in.
Yeah.
Under 10 hours. Vamos para abajo 10.
Awesome.
No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
It's close. Let's have a drink.
Lo que sí te digo es lo siguiente. Si llegas y está el 10:01, vira. No entra.
La barrera se
Son chispitos de eso. Y sigue chispito.
We're cooking. Andrea is cooking for us. Andrea,
escape from the
you are on video. What are you cooking? Tell us. How you make it?
I will have to get this
Nico?
We
We have Uruguayo.
But
We have Tony. We have Tras de Plan.
Hey.
Estaba antes de alcanzar.
Right.
So I knew I wasn't great.
We're eating.
I know.
It looks like that's what we're doing all the time.
Yeah. That's all we do.
What do you have to say?
Oh, I think it's a good meal. Pre-podcast, right? We got a little, what do you call this? The pre-podcast meeting?
Yes. I wonder if you will change the dynamics of
It
the
might,
podcast.
I know. I don't know how many glasses of wine Fernando had, so that may change things.
Yeah.
I don't think that many.
Yeah.
This is the second bottle.
That might be the second bottle. And look what he's doing now.
Because if not,
Yeah.
this is actually not bad.
I'm not drinking alcohol.
What's that? Oh, is that honey?
Yeah.
Yes, we love our mascot. Here we go. What do you got for me? 14-time Ironman Texas finisher. Mi amigo, my good friend from Texas, Uruguay, Fernando Lopez. You are an Ironman. 14 Ironman Texas. He's got a streak going, and we're going to keep it alive. Fernando, congratulations.